Hello, Bay State Pediatric Palliative Care families. Stephanie here, checking in with part 2 of the guitar tutorial for Beauty and the Beast. Here is what we did in lesson 1, just to go over it briefly. The chords are E, A, E, B, E, G sharp minor, and then A, B for that tag ending. So, tale as old as time, true as it can be, barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Nice. So if you're new to this video, just make sure to check out part 1 first, because that's what we did there. And then verse 2 is very similar, but I'll show you where it changes. Speaking of change, just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared. Here's our C sharp minor. That's a new chord to us. So we're gonna have our pointer finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string, and then our ring finger on the 4th string 6th fret, and our pinky finger on the 4th string 6th fret. So it's just 4, 6, 6, and we skip the thickest string there. So then it continues on. Neither one prepared, Beauty and the Beast. So one more time, if we start it from the top. Tale as old as time, true as it can be, barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Now verse 2, just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared, Beauty and the Beast. Okay, this is where it gets quite different. There's a few changes. So we go, ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. So all similar chords, or should I say familiar chords, we really know them pretty much exactly as they are in the other verses, but very different order, right? So when we go, ever just the same, we have a G sharp minor, so that's the pancake chord with the 4th fret on the 6th, 4th, and 3rd strings. So we skip the 5th. Other than that, I can let you try to see a little bit closer. You're gonna wanna mute this 5th string actually, because if you leave them open, you'll hear that. Too much tension. So if you can mute him by leaning your middle finger onto him, you know, it's kind of like if you were to see maybe a harp playing, somebody's playing a harp and it's making beautiful music, and then they let go and you can still hear a little bit of shimmering on the strings, right? Someone would have to go and kind of hold the strings together like this in a pancake and all the music would stop, right? Similar to if you take the sustain pedal off of piano, because pianos are built with a series of hammers and strings, and the strings vibrate, and that's how we get their beautiful music. But if you take the sustain pedal off, the strings stop moving and suddenly there's silence again. So with that in mind, remember when we play G sharp minor, just make sure that you're really leaning this guy back, the middle finger kind of like he's in like a lounge chair or something, and like just completely leaning on this guy so we do not hear him. Like I said, this is what it would sound like if it's not muted. What is that note, right? It's a lot of tension. But if we mute it, sounds kind of beautiful, right? So the bridge, the first 2 chords are G sharp minor A, and then G sharp minor A again. So ever just the same, ever a surprise, C sharp minor, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. And then it goes through 2 more verses, but verse 3 and verse 4 are identical to verses 1 and 2, so I don't think we need to go over them. It's just the lyrics that change. And then finally the tag ending is tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. So if we were to say the chords over, that would be E, tale as old as C sharp minor, song as old as A, Beauty and the Beast. So E, C sharp minor, then A, to B to E. So that's the whole song pretty much. Remember to rewind this video at times if you need, to pause it on my hand placement. And the only thing I would say that's a completely new technique that we learned today is, like I said, muting a string by laying your finger on that. So when I lean him, I'm playing the 5th string, it just kind of sounds like a very dull smacking noise. But when you play it together, it sounds beautiful, right? So that's the whole song. Please check in if you have any questions, and I look forward to singing some more songs for you guys and making some more tutorials. Take care.